Hey guys, Dr. Sean here with the stability movement. Today we're going to be going over a few different movements to kind of A, provide some mobility for you, and B, provide some stability for you to make sure that you're the best athlete you can be, pain-free and effective. So the first thing we're going to go over is a lot of people run into some issues with some wrist extension. This movement right here, this is wrist extension. So when you're going to put that bar in the front rack position, right? A lot of people say, I can't do it, my shoulders are too tight, my elbows are too tight. The truth is, it's probably your wrists, but we're not going to diagnose you over a YouTube video, right? So we're just going to show you how to get some loosening up into those wrists. We're going to take our barbell, put it all the way up overhead. All I'm going to do is hold it with a nice neutral grip. I'll turn to the side so you can see what I'm talking about. Got a nice neutral grip right here. Arms are locked up overhead. I'm going to slowly start to bring that barbell back. I'm going to let it drift into my fingertips as far back as I can go. Curl it back up and let it down again. Now what we're looking for is a nice, slow, eccentric contraction from the top, lower down until you feel nice tension in the wrist. Okay? Up next, we're going to be going over the test that you guys might have seen me do, which is the squatted PVC pipe pass-through. So for those of you guys who have trouble catching the barbell in the snatch position at the bottom, this is a great exercise for you. All we're going to do is take our PVC pipe. I have to put it on my back before I start. I'm going to go ahead and hit a back squat, PVC overhead like I'm doing an overhead squat. Bar in front, all the way up and over. Every time I successfully do that, I'm going to bring my hands in a little bit. As I'm bringing my hands in, it's becoming more and more difficult to do this movement. Eventually, I'm going to fail. And at that point, I want you guys to go a little bit wider and start hitting the distance that you were most effective at. The distance that was difficult, but doable. Next, you're losing the shoulders up for the next thing that we're going to do, which everybody's favorite, the zotts press. Right, we're going to take our barbell back into our back rack. If a barbell doesn't work for you, feel free to grab a PVC pipe and work on this as well. If you can do a barbell, I prefer you use a barbell, but if you can't, use a PVC pipe, bring your hands in as close as you can to still successfully do this. So, again, I'm going to take a back squat all the way down. I'm going to force my chest up nice and high. Take a deep breath. Elbows underneath the bar. Drive straight up. Come back down. Drive straight up. Okay, the key to a good zotts press, guys, is making sure that your bottom position is comfortable. Shoot those elbows underneath the bar so you're not pushing it into your head. And then chest up, bar up. Okay, those are your zotts presses. We're going to go from the zotts presses to a weighted return lunge. So you guys can use a barbell. You can put kettlebells in your hands, whatever you want to do. I'm going to show you with a front racked barbell. A weighted return lunge is just going to be a nice step where that front knee is going to travel over the front of that toe. So I'm going to show you in slow motion again. Front knee travels over the front of the toe, maintaining the heel on the ground in the front. Back knee touches the ground, chest stays nice and tall. I'm going to show you in full speed what a few of these will look like. So the key here, guys, is the distance that you step is not going to be as far as a regular lunge. Okay, we want to make sure that knee travels over the toe, even if it's just a little bit, to load up that top of the knee. Okay? Last thing, we'll take a quick walk over here to the GHDs. Anybody else out of breath? So we're going to be doing some GHD back extensions. Make sure when you set the GHD, guys, you set it far enough back that you're able to make sure that we're locking our hips onto the pad. These are not hip extensions, these are back extensions. So your hips, right, we're talking about your pelvic bone right over here, is going to be locked onto the pad so that we're not working from our hips. We're going to have static hips here and a dynamic back. Okay, what that means is my hips aren't moving, I'm moving through my spine. Okay, so we're going to be careful with our speed. We're going to go down nice and slow, control for a 3 to 4 second eccentric. Then we come straight back up, hold the top for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up, hold that top. 2, 3, 4. Back up and hold that tight. So when you finish all your reps, you're going to be done. I know a lot of you guys are asking, why are we doing so much stability stuff? Why so much strength? Why so much stability? Why so much core? Without a tight core, guys, without a good, solid, foundational midline, the extremities can't be loose. So we're going to provide you with the necessary stability to provide mobility to the extremities. That's our job.